There's humor in it.
It's funny first and scary second.
Staggering approach in terms of the artistry.
It's sort of like a classic.
It's kind of about passion in a very, very strange and unusual and slightly twisted way.
She's dead. Look.
I play Victor, and he's a bit of a bumbler.
Tomorrow we are to be
Married.
Poor Victor can't remember his lines.
Ring! Do you not wish to be married?
No, I want very much to.
Your
This day couldn't get any worse.
It's a story about a character, Victor, who's sort of caught between two worlds.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
The world of the living and the world of the dead.
With this ring, I ask you to be mine.
That's when he encounters a corpse bride. And then he's dragged to the land of the dead.
You may kiss bride.
Victoria!
Can the living marry the dead?
Corpse Bride, the eponymous heroine, was killed on the eve of her wedding.
I do.
You know, she's been waiting for her groom to come, so when she meets Victor, she just assumes that he's the one she's been waiting for her whole life.
Oh, I almost forgot. I have something for you. It's a wedding present.
Scraps! My dog Scraps!
They're both good, and that's not the problem. It's the problem of just being caught between two different worlds.
Hey, I think you dropped something.
I think Victor's a much better actor than I am, that's for sure.
Are all men like this? They get something stuck in their heads and you can't do a thing with it.
It's just an energy that gets infused into these puppets.
Doing a fantasy-based film in stop motion is just enormous.
It is an art form that I've always loved.
It is a time-consuming process.
She's put in a lot more hours than I have.
It's an old-fashioned medium that still remains the same.
I couldn't wait, darling.
This is the Corpse Bride puppet. She has an amazing mechanical head. It's got tiny little gears that give us the subtle expressions.
There is something quite special about people moving an inanimate object frame by frame.
When they can make the puppets live like that, it's magic.
It's that handmade quality that for me sets it apart from other things.
My name is Paul. I am the head waiter. I will be creating your wedding feast.
Wedding feast!
Maggots.
It's a pretty amazing cast of great actors.
Victor is voiced by Johnny Depp.
There's a kind of great spontaneity in there.
Emily Watson is playing Victoria.
Who is she? I'm his wife.
The corpse bride, of course, is Helena Bonham Carter.
Little Miss Nibbing, with her rosy cheeks and beating heart.
Victoria's parents are being played by Albert Finney and Joanna Lumley.
Pastor Galswells is Christopher Lee.
You are trying my patience. Pay attention!
Nell and William Hurt, Victor's parents, being played by Tracy Ullman and Paul Whitehouse.
You certainly hooked a winner this time, Victor.
Now all you have to do is reel her in.
I'm already reeling, Mother.
New arrival! New arrival!
It's just a love story, but in that funny way where it just kind of crosses the line.
Isn't the view beautiful? It takes my breath away. Well, it would if I had any.
This blackness with beautiful humor.
If I hadn't just been sitting in it, I would see that you had lost your mind.
There's humor in it, but it's got a different kind of pace to it.
I love a woman with meat out of bones.
There's been a mistake. I'm not dead.
In other news, the dead will be up!
I think it's very romantic.
Super fascinating. Comes back and smacks you in the face.
It's an unusual world, which is what you'd expect with Tim Burton.
New arrival!
Dorma here.
It's a movie where good and bad jump back and forth constantly.
I always liked the idea of two people who would never be together having to cope.
Everything is not how it seems.
Chris Nolan really puts you in their shoes in the same way that he did in Memento.
Sound, light. He'll put you in a frame of reference where you will be drawn into that dilemma with him.
The audience is constantly being asked to question their own judgments on the characters. They're constantly being asked to question their own morals and ethics relating to these issues.
It's just not always that easy to say what's right and what's wrong.
We're in position, we're set, we're ready to go.
Anyone watching 24 instantly is taken by the fact that technology is a huge component of the series.
The guards look suspicious.
Surveillance.
Jack, be careful.
Copy that.
Communicating.
Proceed when ready, Jack. We're standing by.
Seeing things from remote locations.
Where is he?
9 o'clock.
Is Bauer? Bill, this is Jack. Jack, what's going on?
Jack Bauer has two things. He has a phone and he has a black bag. The black bag has pretty much everything in it. But his phone does a lot of things.
Sending now, Jack.
I've got a positive ID. Moving on the house now.
Jack was in an airport and there were hostages and terrorists were walking around with explosive vests. So Jack used his cell phone to get the serial number off one of the vests, which Chloe then backtraced and found the maker of the vest.
We just got a match on the manufacturer. We're trying to figure out the frequency.
And the frequency that would detonate the vest. And then through Jack's cell phone, Jack was able to dial a number which sent that frequency and exploded the vest. It's all dramatic needs. If we need the cell phone to do something and we can pretty much feasibly postulate that it can, then that's what we come up with.